Okay, dear friends, we are back trying to find our Ikigai, which is deep within us. All we have to do is explore, uncover it. We are not inventing anything. We are just discovering. It is already there, but we have to discover it. So last time we were trying to understand what is Ikigai. I hope you've got this beautiful book, which is a total, it's totally enchanting, and we should have it with us. And it's a very, very easy read. If you want, you can finish it off in a day or two. It's that easy. It's like going through an Enid Blyton book or something like that. So very simple. So I'm just sharing my slides. Very briefly, in 2 minutes, I'm just going to go through what we did last time for people who missed it for whatever reason. Okay. Can you all see my slide?
Yes.
Yeah. So this chart, this Venn diagram explains what is Ikigai. Ikigai is something what you love, which is your passion, something what you're good at, something what you can be paid for also. Why not? And what the world needs. If all these four, whatever you are doing is fulfilling these four things, it could be your Ikigai. Okay. So this explains what Ikigai is. And as we remember, when we did this book, I told you that Hector Garcia and Francis Miralles, both of them got together to write this book because they were very, very intrigued and curious to know that why in places in Japan, these tiny, your reason for being Sanjana, ma'am. Thank you. So why these people in Japan, they were living such long, healthy lives. So to find out the secret to this long and a happy life, they went to that particular place, Yokohama, and they went to these villages there and they interviewed people, made their notes, and they came down to a conclusion that basically these people never retired and they always kept themselves busy in some activity, And so even if they're 90 plus, they were doing everything on their own. They were happy, enjoying every small moments of life, tiny occasions, some religious functions or birthdays. So they were all getting together and enjoying all these events so well that they did not have time to lament or crib about their past or something. Okay. And they did not talk about retirement at all. And the second thing which they noticed was that they were very helpful to each other. So now I'm coming to the second chapter. We started this last time, anti-aging. Okay. So anti-aging is something which interests not only ladies, even men nowadays. Nobody wants to grow old. Nobody wants these wrinkles and nobody wants to feel old. So they said that just visualize that you are running at a speed and there's a signboard much ahead of you where your age is written. For example, Jasbir will die at the age of 90. So that is written somewhere on a placard and it is there. And we are slowly, year by year approaching it. And when we reach it, we're going to die. Simple as that. But then he said, that suppose there's a rabbit who's holding that placard and running ahead of us. Now, the speed of the rabbit will decide how much we are gaining. So we are following that. So how much time are we gaining? So suppose the rabbit is able to run at the speed as we are growing. We will never be able to catch up to the rabbit and we become immortal. But then certain scientists and certain, there's always a debate. So some of them disagree on this. They say that human cells cannot divide beyond the age of 120. So 120 is the benchmark. So my dear friends, even if we do reach 120, I think there's nothing lost. So 120 is a perfect age to be active and to be kicking. So utna bhi hum kar lete hain, so it is more than enough. So next, I had told you what are the secrets to keep your mind active. That means use it or lose it. Neuroplasticity we had spoken about, that these nerve cells, they start making more synaptic connections. As your mind is active, as you keep on doing work, that's called the mental workouts. So keep yourself upskilling, try new things. हम लोग क्या होता है, एक comfort zone में आ जाते हैं कि this is the way I know and I know the best because I've been doing this throughout my life. इसका और कोई तरीका तो हो ही नहीं सकता. But suppose you try new things. Once you start, for example, any exercise also. That I just go for a walk and I'm very happy with my walk. मुझे और कुछ try ही नहीं करना. That should not be the attitude. The minute you try something new and try training your mind to do that, more and more synaptic connections. Otherwise, आप autopilot में चले जाते हैं and your mind is not used at all. And then once your mind is not going to get used, your neurons are not going to get used, they are going to start aging. So we have to keep them active. So always try to pick up new activities, new things, new steps in dancing, new songs to sing, new way of doing things. For example, abhi lockdown aaya, we all had to learn new ways of teaching. So didn't that make us also active? Otherwise, we were going in an autopilot mode, right? Everybody tried new recipes at home, going through the YouTube because we were not able to get home deliveries and things like that. So we all became so active and then we were enjoying those events where we were doing. Maybe we'll fail the first time, second time, but then you'll pick it up. And then you try something more new. So usse hota kya inside in our biology? As I said, the end of these chromosomes, which are called telomeres. These ends, these plastic, jaise shoelace ka end hota hai plastic ka. Similarly, we have these tiny ends in our chromosomes called telomeres, and these telomeres, they become shorter and shorter with every division of the cells. So as we age, they become shorter. And that is what is causing weakness and aging of our cells. But when we become active, when we are becoming active and when we are, trying to stay young inside, trying new things, learning from people who are younger than us, without any ego, ki I know better, you can't tell me anything. So जब हम autopilot से निकल के we try new things, then these telomeres again start growing. And this has been scientifically proven. You can check it on Google also. So that is a secret. Because stress, as this reduces, your stress increases, and that is going to be the biggest factor for your aging. Okay. So now I go to the next one, fight and flight. I have done this many a times. You know very well, fight and flight. हमारे जब हम caves में रहते थे, that was the time we needed it because सामने कुछ lion आया, कुछ आया. Suddenly our body had to fight it or run away from there. So suddenly हमारी brain जो होती थी, वो एक threatening, dangerous situation को sense करके, it used to secrete these hormones, and then our adrenal glands were getting activated, secreting adrenaline and cortisols. जिसकी वजह से our heart started to beat faster. Our muscles थोड़ा tense हो जाती हैं. Liver sends sugar to the muscles because now we need more of muscle power. We have किसी को मारना है, हमें भागना है. So we need more power in our legs and our arms, and that is why the liver is sending out more and more sugar. Now suppose we stay in this mode throughout the day. Imagine throughout the day, अगर हमें sweating हो रही है, हमारे increased heart rate है, and breathing is increasing, and our muscles are tense. How will you feel? Obviously, it is going to cause a lot of stress in your body. है ना? So this is the biology. What is happening? So when we are in a fight and flight mode, हमारी digestion slow हो जाती है. ये सब होता है. तो अब अगर हम सारा दिन हमारी digestion slow रहेगी, obviously we are going to get digestive problems. So that is why stress is related to the gut. If people who are too much under stress, they always have acidity or some digestive problem. So that is the basic reason. Okay. So it was okay for the cave people. Now this tiger जो cave वालों का होता था, real tiger, हमारी life में वो नहीं है. हमारी life के tigers अलग हैं. All these things are like little tigers which are causing that fight or flight mode in us. So all this we had covered last time. So now we have to decide, do we want to keep our mind full of all this nonsense, of all these little tigers in our head, or do we want to be mindful? That means staying in the moment and not stressing about things of the past or of the future. Simple as that. So now I go ahead. This we had read last time. Okay, so I was saying avoid autopilot. So autopilot होने से क्या होता है, हमारी brain work करना कब हमें already पता है. For example, driving a car. We always drive in an autopilot mode. People who have been driving for years, we are in an autopilot mode because we know हमें अभी अपने आप को consciously बोलना नहीं पड़ता है कि now I have to press the clutch, I have to change the gear, now I have to press on the accelerator. It is all, you are doing so many things. You're talking to somebody, you're listening to songs, you're talking to your people sitting in the car, and your legs are moving on their own. They're on an autopilot mode. In fact, even the roads, you know yourself, the road which you go on every day to work, आपको वो रास्ता अच्छे से, it is memorized. You don't have to open the Google map every day for going to work or coming back home. So your brain is working on an autopilot mode. So there is no creativity there. See, getting my point? So that is why you find these tasks which are on the autopilot very, very boring. So if your life is going to run on an autopilot, वही time उठना, वही time work पे जाना, वही time वापस आना, कुछ नहीं करना, और same timing अपना running by the clock, you know, we sleep at this time, we get up at, so if your life is running on a timetable, then eventually it's going to be on an autopilot, and then there's going to be no creativity over there. Okay, so now these are the few affirmations which we can make to ourselves. So I'm going to live more consciously starting right now. I'm going to stop living on an autopilot mode. I'm going to be happier, more focused, and more peaceful. So eventually I'm going to change my life. So this change, when we think, and meditation, yes, we know one more secret, that all these things can be accomplished once we start, balancing everything, become more healthier, and we are more mindful about things. We are more in the moment. So our meditation helps us to achieve all of these. Okay. So see, normally हम ये सब काम जब कर रहे होते हैं ना, our mind is running on other things most of the time. अब देख लो, you have to go to work, even while taking your shower, आपके दिमाग में चल रहा होता है, अभी मुझे जाके ये करना है, ये करना है, ये करना है, ये करना है, राइट? खाना भी बना रहे हो, ऐसे ऑटो पायलट में बनाते जा रहे हो, and you're thinking, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. All those tasks are in your head. When you're driving, you're thinking about the fight you had with somebody or something. So, lekin, now suppose consciously, if we think, now that when we're going to take a shower, when you wake up in the morning, you are going to spend a few moments with yourself, with your eyes closed. ठीक है, ज़्यादा time नहीं है आपके पास morning में, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, just be with yourself. Be happy you've gotten up. You know, your body is functioning up. You're absolutely in a good space. So be a little mindful. Just scan your body and send a little love to every part of your body. Okay. Yes, my heart is good. My liver is good. So just smile at them. Do a little bit of mindful breathing. And then when you're in your shower too, enjoy that water, dripping on your body. Enjoy, just spend some time on each and every part of your body, just send it some love. You just see how supple your skin will feel when you're giving it little love and giving it little more time than what you normally do while cooking. Now, if you're cooking for your family and if you cook mindfully, it means आप प्यार से बना रहे. तभी कहते हैं ना, प्रसाद की उतना अच्छा टेस्टी होता है. गुरुद्वारे का जब हम, I remember as children, me and my sister, we used to go to the, that वो जो बाहर देते हैं ना, तो उनके पास बार बार जाते थे to take that because we find it so tasty. Why is it tasty? Recipe is the same. उसमें taste अलग क्यों आ जाता है? Because that has been made very, very mindfully. वो कुछ chanting करते हुए या कुछ भी एक positive mind से बनाया जाता है. So that changes the taste of the food. So if you are cooking or if somebody else is cooking in your house, whoever is cooking, if that person is cooking with a lot of compassion and love in his heart, the taste of the food will change. Try it. So everything, driving, anything can be fun if you're doing it mindfully. So mindful meditation, I think we all are pro in this. We know very well kya hota hai. Whenever we are doing meditation, we feel very, very peaceful after that. It helps regulate our emotions, So ये हमें अब अच्छे से मालूम है. I'm not spending too much time here. You've all been there, done that. All of you are experienced in mindful meditation. When you're in the moment, obviously you're in the best space of yourself, right? So this practice you don't have. Basically, this is the crux of all. You've learned to live mindfully. You've done it. That's it. So you start managing your own life. You're not interfering in anybody else's life. What else does your family want? What else do your children want? That you're not after their lives the whole day. Once your children have crossed the age of, though internationally it's considered 14, but let me say, once they've started earning, once they've reached that point where they are now financially independent, I think we should just step back and let them be on their own journey. Galtiyan karenge, they will learn. You know, we're always trying to protect. I've also been like that helicopter mom, always trying to protect my children. But I don't think that does too much good. So let them be on their own, let them have those experiences and learn themselves. And let me tell you, हम एक चीज सोच के relax हो सकते हैं कि evolution, next generation is always better than ours. Mentally, physically, everywhere. Okay. This again, this is the procedure of mindful meditation. आपको आती है सबको जो आनापानासति हम करते हैं. That is mindful meditation only, right? So exactly, you know all this. Take a seat, set a time limit, notice your body, feel your breath. Notice when your mind has wandered, and be kind to your wandering mind and don't judge it, and just start observing your breathing once again and come back. Okay. So this is what happens when you're mindful, right? Your entire system is being taken care of. Mental exercise, jaise humne aaj kari, right? Okay. Now, a little stress is good for you. As I said, थोड़ा सा करने से हम कुछ भी new skills करने के. See, all of them are elderly people, but they're all exercising. They're still, this is what these people were doing. And that was their anti-aging secret. Okay, so थोड़ा सा अपने आप को stress, good stress भी होता है. That's really required because that makes you creative. That makes you try new things in life. So little, जैसे use it or lose it. Simple as that. I've used this phrase many a times. जितना हम कोई भी चीज को use करेंगे, it improves. जिस चीज को हम use नहीं करते, biology also says it becomes vestigial. Yeah? हमारे जितने भी vestigial organs हैं, वो क्यों vestigial हो गए? Because we stopped using them. Otherwise, as we say, अगर हम Darwin theory से भी जाते हैं, we are descendants from monkeys or apes. They had long tails, prehensile tails. किस लिए use होती थी? From jumping from one tree to the other. दूसरी tree में जाके वो यूं गोल 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 हो जाते थे. They used to swing and go there. We stopped doing that. We stopped jumping from tree to tree. So we don't need our tail anymore. And slowly, slowly it is gone. What is a tail? It is just an extension of our tailbone. The coxa region of the vertebral column that elongates. But धीरे धीरे हमने उसको use नहीं किया, so it has gone back. The nictitating membrane, you know what's a nictitating membrane? Inside of our eye here, ये जो लाल छोटा सा है, ये birds में it acts as a shutter. It can close the eye, the eye lens. But we don't use it. We close our eyes and sleep. So we don't need it anymore. Incisors, लंबे लंबे दांत जो होते थे, flesh-eating animals के, right? They used to eat raw flesh. Now we don't. We cook our food. We make it so soft and nice that we don't need to. Up to meditators, so mostly we are all vegetarians. We don't need those teeth to tear raw flesh or something. So they have gone. So all these vestigial organs are appendix. There are a number of them. We don't use them. We don't need to digest grass. So we don't need the appendix. So that has also become vestigial. So use anything which you will not use eventually will become vestigial. So if you don't use your brains, you know where you're going. Okay? So always remember this, use it or lose it, whatever. Muscles, हम exercise करते हैं, we are pumping iron and all that. तो हमारी muscles अच्छी बन रही है ना? तब उससे muscles अच्छी बनती हैं. जितना हम उसको use, gym जाके क्या करते हैं? We are using our muscles deliberately. So we are increasing the muscle strength. If you don't do any exercise, your muscles will become weak, they will become loose and flabby as you age. Okay. So you've understood, Anna? So a lot of sitting will age you. Simple as that. You dekh lijiye apni activities, how long you sit in front of the television, how long you're sitting on a chair, how long your children are sitting on the bed and eating, junk food and just working on their computers and all that. So we should be guiding them also. Just tell them. Rest, of course, they are more sensible. They will understand. So eventually what's going to happen? You climb out on the weighing scale and you won't like it, what you see. So this is what we are doing. We are sitting too much. So a lot of sitting will eventually age you faster. Okay. Here, you are what you eat. Aajkal to chote bacche bhi, all the time they're with their junk, with their toys, all their electronic toys on the sofa. And this is what's happening to them. So they are having so much of food which is high on fats and sugar and everything. So the nutrition is less. And जो टीवी से हमें मिल भी रहा है, what is it? It is all rumors and cover-ups and not mindful news. So that is also aging us faster. Okay. So physically active lifestyle, क्यों करना है हमको? Let's just sum it up. It provides opportunities to enjoy recreational activities, improves personal appearance, provides a chance to help a spouse or family member lose weight, improves the quality of sleep, reduces feeling of low energy, gives older adults a greater opportunity to live. So the older adults, if they're active, they are happier, they're healthier, they bond better. So these are the little things we have to add in our life. Okay. Okay. Again, simple, increase inactivity. What's going to happen? It's going to worsen. Diseases are going to come faster, poorer cardiovascular risk profile, decrease physical capacity, increase symptoms of mental distress. Then here, if we increase it, obviously, we are reversing it. Okay? So the secret is again to adopt a healthy, active lifestyle. ठीक है? So physically, हमारी health अच्छी होती है. Socially, if we are active, interact with friends and people, that is also keeping us mentally active and healthier and younger. Okay? So the key to getting ahead is setting aside 8 hours a day for work, 8 hours a day for sleep, and making sure they're not the same hours. Means don't make it too stereotype also. Okay? All right. This book gives an example of a model's best kept secret. You models, they have to walk on the ramp. They have to look beautiful. So what is their secret? How do they ensure that they're going to look nice in the next morning? Anyone? You can just tell me, what do you think would be a model's secret to look nice on the ramp? Yes,
good
sir?
Sleep.
Absolutely. Spot on. It is good sleep. So when you sleep well at night, you secrete a lot of melatonin, and melatonin is benefiting you in all these ways. It is anti-aging, immune boosting. It takes care of your skin. That is why when you get up in the morning after a good night's sleep, you feel good. So हमारी जो body में एक clock है, which is called the circadian clock, that makes us sleep at night, where हमारा natural melatonin secrete होता है. Okay? And that is helping us to keep ourselves healthy in all these different ways. Okay? These are very simple things जो हमें हमारे parents, grandparents सबने बताई है, but we have never paid heed to it. We think कि इनको क्या मालूम. All our children have become nocturnal now. So ठीक है, I just give them a little slack there by saying that, okay, well, in time they will understand, because they have more information than what we had. We just had our parents and grandparents telling us, but these children have Google to tell them, and they listen to the Google very well. So let that lady tell them what to do, and they will learn in time. Don't you worry. Okay. So next, okay. So the next thing, number one, they were sleeping well. They were keeping themselves active. They were exercising. One more thing, positive thinking. This is called the stoic attitude. That means उनका एटीट्यूड हमेशा पॉजिटिव रहता था. They were always happy. Never, जो पॉजिटिव लोग होते हैं ना, देन इट्स नॉट दैट उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं आती हैं. जो पॉजिटिव लोग होते हैं, पीपल हु आर ऑलवेज इन द पॉजिटिव फ्रेम माइंड, इट्स नॉट दैट देयर लाइफ इज अ बेड ऑफ रोजेस, और उनकी कोई फाइनेंशियल प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं है, कि उनको हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं है, कि उनको वर्क प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं है. दे हैव ऑल द वर्ल्ड्स प्रॉब्लम्स, सेम, दे आर लिविंग ऑन द सेम प्लैनेट, बट देयर एटीट्यूड इज सो पॉजिटिव, दे डू नॉट succumb अंडर प्रेशर. युधिष्ठिर युद्ध में स्थिर. So they are calm in chaos. Okay, so this positive attitude towards life, कि ठीक है, problem आई है, देखेंगे, we'll do what we have to do. He is happy whose circumstances suit his temper, but he is more excellent who can suit his temper to any circumstances. So you understand the difference? See, if you're naturally happy, naturally everything is good in your life, हर कोई खुश रहता है. When we go on a vacation, we are very happy. Why can't we create that environment when we are in our workplace also, the same environment which you had when you had gone for a vacation? Why do we have to run away to be happy for a little while? Why cannot we remain the same? Of course, going out is very good. That's a change again. We must go for vacations. But what I'm trying to say is, not with the bent of mind ki are bahut stress ho gaya, I need a break. We should never have that feeling that we need a break from our work. We need a break from our routine to be happier. Matlab, try to remain in the same mental state. And how do we do that? Our meditation gives us that power. That is our little secret. Since I have been meditating, I have become calmer. I do not break down under pressure. I do not break down under any relationship problems, any financial problem. See, it's not that I have 1,000 problems, but I've learned how to be in that moment, and look at it, this too shall pass. So I know there is someone taking care of me. For example, मेरे साथ कुछ खराब भी हुआ. For example, मुझे कैब बुक करी and the कैब वाला बार-बार कैंसिल कर रहा है. I'm getting irritated. But somewhere I have to make myself believe that there has to be a reason to it. Maybe if I had taken that particular cab, maybe uska breakdown hona tha raaste mein, ya koi accident hona tha. You have to believe that you're always protected. जो भी हो रहा है अच्छे के लिए हो रहा है. अगर वो खराब भी हो रहा है, trust the universe कि वो purposely आपके साथ हो रहा है. हम बोलते रहते हैं ना, why me, why me, why me? We have to now say, try me, because हम उस लेवल में हैं कि हमें कोई भी छोटी मोटी प्रॉब्लम अब उतनी जल्दी ब्रेक डाउन नहीं करती. Because we are trusting the universe that we are protected. We are protected, and whatever is happening for a reason, even if I'm not understanding it now. आप बोलोगे इसमें कौन सी अच्छी बात होगी, मेरे साथ इतना ये प्रॉब्लम हो गया है. But down the line you will realize that वो जो आपके साथ प्रॉब्लम आई है, उसका कुछ ना कुछ कल को आपको उसका एक पॉजिटिव रिवॉर्ड मिलने ही वाला है. So trust the universe, trust the process. To end this chapter, we'll stop after this. So this old lady who's going to be 100 over there, she sings for them a song in Japanese, which they have translated. I have tried to put that thing on here on the screen. I will read it out from the book. What she says is, the words are so cute. So, an ode to longevity. So during a stay in Ogimi is the village they went to, the village that holds the Guinness record for longevity, a woman who was about to turn 100 years old sang the following song for us in a mixture of Japanese and the local dialect. So this has been translated into English. I'm just reading it. To keep healthy and have a long life, eat just a little of everything with relish. Go to bed early, get up early, and then go out for a walk. We live each day with serenity and we enjoy the journey. To keep healthy and have a long life, we get on well with all of our friends. Spring, summer, fall, or winter, we happily enjoy all the seasons. The secret is to not get distracted by how old the fingers are. From the fingers to the head and back once again. If you keep moving with your fingers working, 100 years will come to you. So this was the little sweet poem she said. We have already read in the first chapter that we have to eat 80% full stomach. We have to be with our friends, enjoy every season. हम रोते ही रहते हैं. अब ठंड ज्यादा हो गई, अब गर्मी ज्यादा हो गई, अब बारिश ज्यादा हो गई. अरे बारिश हो गई, go out यार, get wet, enjoy the rain. ठंड हो गई, take out your scarves, take out your sweaters and your overcoats and go out in the cold. So what? So once we'll start learning, and then keep your fingers moving. She says, even if your fingers have become old and wrinkled, still, if you keep on doing something, 100 years will come to you. So with that, I stop my sharing today. Anybody wants to add anything here? This was the second chapter. We've completed the second chapter. Third chapter is also very interesting. I had worked on that, but then now we are late. So that is, it gives us little more techniques, the third one. The third chapter is also giving us techniques on anti-aging and how to live longer and better by finding your purpose. So how will you find your purpose? You say that I keep saying, find your purpose, find your purpose. How do I find my purpose? How do I know what was my purpose in life? So it gives a little few techniques. It is called the logotherapy, or, one or two more techniques are given, Naikin and all that. These are Japanese techniques which helps them to find their own Ikigai. So we will do that next time. So अभी तक किसी को कुछ sharing करना है? Anything you have decided to change in your life after listening to this? We can spend 2-3 minutes and then I will close the meeting.
I find it is more about heartfulness than the mindfulness.
Yeah.
This is one thing. And I'm in the process of exploring something connected to writing as an Ikigai.
Wonderful.
So,
yeah. Great.
So it is inspiring me every day, and I feel I have to do something about it. So I'm getting motivated enough, and maybe someday I should be there.
See, just motivation is enough. Whether like what you do and what you write is besides the point. Just the motivation is enough that we don't think that okay, हम हो गए अब 60 के हो गए तो अब हमें full stop, अब तो retire हो गए हैं, अब तो क्या ही करना है. We have to just sit at home and crib about things which we could not do. और हमारे पास तो time ही नहीं है. All that nonsense has no place anymore in our life. And see, even the scientists are at least giving us 120 years. I say, even if we touch 100 and still be alive and still be alive inside and doing our own things is more than enough. I say, even if not even 100, even if it is going to be 80 or 90, at least if we are healthy till there, that is also a very big, there's no point being on the bed for 5 years and then going. Yeah. So I think if they can do it, why not us? I always end up all my, whatever I read anywhere, by if they could do it, why not me? Same question it came to me when I read Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. If she could heal herself, why not me? So here also, if they can live till 100, why not us? They're just like us. And they are not very highly modern or anything like that. In fact, in their villages, they hardly have any malls or any shopping areas that way. They are very happy with the basic things they need. They help each other, they share, that barter system is still there. And there is no competition or anything like that. And that is what is keeping them alive. They've realized that they don't need big, huge cars or, one after the other, just adding money in our banks or something like that. They've realized that that is not going to give them a long life or a happy life. So हमें भी वो अपना ikigai ढूंढना है. What is going to keep us active? But that's it. There were 4 things now. What is your passion? What you love to do? And what can get you a little money also? And what can help others? So these last things are a little more spiritual. Whatever you're doing, is it helping people? Is it helping anybody? Is it inspiring anyone? So that is going to give you fulfillment, and that is your Ikigai. Okay? Anybody else?
I think thank you so much. You are really guiding us so well, and everything is fitting into the mind. So really grateful.
Yes. Thank you, sir. It's just that I'm reading somewhere, I'm finding it interesting, I'm sharing, so that is my Ikigai, just sharing what has touched me, what has improved me in some way. I want to share it with more and more people. So it's just that, whether it is the health, improvement in the health, whether it is just a little more, gaining little more knowledge. So, and which can improve our life. So I'm a practical person, I'm like anything which is going to help me improve the quality of my life here. I think there's nothing wrong in trying to make those little collaborations in our life, little changes in our life.
Please continue to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, because see, that's actually, I'm not doing anything for anybody else. I'm doing it for myself. Okay. So I'm stopping it here. Bye-bye. And next time we will go ahead with the third chapter. And I want you all to buy this book and read it